Good evening, Amherst County Public Schools staff and teachers. Coming to you tonight, this is Tuesday, March the 31st, and want to come to you. I haven't spoken with you guys in a while and want to provide a little bit of clarity on some of the information you've been receiving, some of the executive orders, those kinds of things. I want to provide some clarity. So as you know, yesterday Governor Northam declared Executive Order number 55, and it's a temporary stay-at-home order that goes through June 10th. And what I want to tell you is this is how we have received guidance from the state to continue doing the work that we've been doing. So as we've said all along, we're required to provide food services and we're required to provide continuity of learning opportunities for our students. And so if you read the order from the governor, it says individuals may leave their residences for the purpose of, and the first one is obtaining food, beverages, goods, or services. And that allows us to continue our food pickup. We have been given clearance from the state DOE that we can continue that. We also, if you'll look at 1G, there is an exception made to traveling to and from an educational institution, which will allow you, the employee, to continue to come into work if you need to. It will allow students to come to the school building to either pick up their belongings, pick up learning packets, to pick up flash drives. So this order did not change what we could and what we couldn't do. So as we move forward in this conversation, just want to keep that in mind, that the governor's order did not change our responsibilities. I do want to talk to you about something that I spoke to the community and the parents and the students earlier about anxiety and stress. I understand that this is an extremely stressful, a very difficult time emotionally for all of us, and I will be honest with you, I experienced it this past weekend. I've probably been going full blast since March 11th, about 2.5 weeks, and on Saturday I kind of exhaled, and with that exhale it was just an overwhelming feeling of emotions and the weight of all of this. So I want you to know I understand. I understand how difficult this time is. That being said, though, we as a school division have responsibilities to our community and expectations that we have to provide. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we still have an expectation to provide food services and continuity for learning for our students. That hasn't changed. We have, in my opinion, a responsibility to our community. I've said it many times since we've started. Amherst County Public Schools has become, if it wasn't already, the heartbeat of this community. This community is looking to us for answers and for solutions and for support, and we got to make sure that we take that responsibility very seriously. You're going to get an email later from me that outlines where we're going from here, the next several weeks of expectations and responsibilities for you. But before we talk about any of that, before you look at that letter, I want to provide a little perspective, a little nationwide perspective, even local perspective, and I'm going to give you a few numbers. Last week, March 15th through the 21st, 3.2 million Americans filed for unemployment. I mean, that is an unprecedented number. The Federal Reserve is estimating that before this is all over, we can possibly have 32% of our U.S. population unemployed, which is about 47 million people. That's unprecedented. So things are going to get worse before they get better. And I'm here again to tell you that the Amherst County Public Schools School Board, the Amherst County Board of Supervisors. I've been in contact with both groups. They both still support the work that you're doing. They're committed to fulfilling the contractual obligation to you guys. And so I want you to rest easy in knowing that. I also want to say, though, we've had a group of folks out there who have been more than willing and have gone above and beyond to step forward and to provide the assistance that we need with the learning packets, with volunteering, with asking their principal what they can do to help, to getting food out. But what I'm going to tell you now is we need everyone. We need every single person that works for Amherst County Public Schools to step forward. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to come be engaged with other people. That we want to keep you safe, and we understand that. And Mr. Gallagher put out a letter last week that outlines that, and that is still an appropriate document for you to look back upon. But I say we're going to need you because I think things are going to get worse before they get better. I think our economics, our finances in this region and in this country are going to take a real turn for the worse. And I really think when people start looking for how are we going to pay for things, how are we going to provide services, I don't want them to start with the school system. I don't want them to say, what is your value to your community? You know, we have shown already what our value to this community is, you know, and so I think we have to, because it's going to be such a long haul, we have to know that every single one of us plays a part in showing our community what kind of value we have. You can already feel with parents and community members, you know, some of the wheels are starting to come off the bus, and there's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and our community needs a lifeline. And if only a select few in our division throw that lifeline out, we're not going to be able to meet the needs of our community. That's why I keep urging that every single person in our organization step forward and do what they can do to be a part of this solution. And I want ultimately, when it comes down to who is of value in this community, I want our community to stand up for us and say, public education is the most important thing in Amherst County, and we want to support them because, you know, we've been supporting this community, and we got to continue to do that. I think ultimately, when you look at what we're asking you to do, why we're doing it becomes the most important thing. I think you need to go back and connect to your why. Why are we in public education? We're in public education because we want to meet the needs of every child in this school division. And the things that are being asked of us and the things that we are asking you to do just go to meeting those needs. We need you. I really hope that you take this video in the spirit it's intended. This is going to be a hard time, and I don't want to sugarcoat that for anybody. But I do want our staff and our organization to be the organization in this community that stands above everybody and provides the guidance and provides the direction and provides the support that we've been providing so far. But I know it's a long haul, and we got to continue to do that. So those are the things I wanted to share. I know you're going to get an email that has a lot of information, and you're going to have a lot of questions. But we believe that we've been really detailed with the information we've given out to you. I want everybody to stay safe. That's why most of the work that we're asking you to do doesn't involve being around others. And even if it does, we want to kind of separate folks as much as possible and keep you out of harm's way. It's very important that we take care of our families during this time, take care of our own health during this time, so we can be available to provide the supports that we need to. Amherst County Public Schools is a great place. It's a great community that we live in, and I just want us to continue to be the support that this community needs, and I urge you to really think about why we're doing the things that we're doing, and to be a part of and to actively engage in what we're asking you to engage in, because it's only going to help our families and our students. And I know, because I've talked to so many of you, that you care about this community, you care about kids, you care about their families. So we got to do what we need to do to help them. At this point, I will sign off. I will tell you to stay safe and to take care of yourselves. And please look for that email from me. It's going to have a lot of information for you, and I look forward to talking to you in the future. Have a good night.